What's up guys, Rich here. In my continuing series of smart home devices, I'm going this time to talk about the hubs that control a lot of devices in my smart home. I hope you saw my video on the Next thermostat, and if you haven't, please check it out on my channel. In this video, chapter 2, I will be discussing the hubs that control a lot of the other devices, including the Nest thermostat. So let me start off with the Wink hub. And this hub is actually the Wink Hub 2, because there's an original hub out there, which is the first version. It's just called the Wink hub. But this one is called the Wink Hub 2. So I had the Wink hub originally, and it worked fine. There's nothing really wrong with it. But I did notice a big performance boost. Plus, this one I can hardwire it directly into my router instead of just relying on the wireless. So it does perform better, and I saw a big performance boost when I went to here. Plus, the setup is a whole lot faster on connecting additional products to the hub. If you do have the original Wink hub and you decide you want to go with this hub instead, it's easy during the setup process to transfer all those settings you have on the original hub onto this Wink hub 2. So you don't have to sit there and try to go through and set up everything all again from your original setup, because if you got a whole bunch of bulbs and a whole bunch of the devices that's connected to that hub, and you buy or switch to another competitor hub, you'd have to set up all those devices again. But Wink realized the process is going to take a long time, so they just said, look, we're just going to include a porting feature, which is win-win for them, because that's just like a big headache off your shoulder right there. So like I say, if you're going from the Wink Hub 1 and you're going to the Wink Hub 2, don't panic. Don't fear. You don't have to set up all that stuff all over again. Transfer easily, one click. So that's my hub. Like I said, it controls my lights, my the thermostat I can control to it, and some other devices that I'm going to introduce later on. So the next thing closest to the Wink hub that I have set up here is the OOMA phone system. Now, this is not really a hub, but I'm just going to introduce it anyway because it's sitting here. It's my home telephone service, if you haven't heard of OOMA. It's just like Vonage, Magic Jack, but this one integrates with my smart home setup, where I can set up certain triggers to let the OOMA do certain things depending on what happens. And it's all integrated here, so it works along with my smart home setup. Plus, most people I know don't have a home phone because they usually use their cell phone. Why have a home phone if I got my cell phone? But many times for me, maybe other people, you forgot to charge your cell phone and it dies. Then something happens and you have no phone to call out on. So I use it as a backup phone if anything should happen to my cell phone. It might drop in the toilet. Anything can happen with your cell phone while you're at home. And now you're phoneless. But I wanted a backup phone system in my smart home where there's something I can still call out of. And I can call out from, the actual home phone, which I went out and got some regular dial phones, a touch tone phone, Click, 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 make a phone call. But the OOMA system also has an app where you can actually dial out through the app. So that's the OOMA. I have Linksys advanced AC router, but for some reason it's not gelling right with my charter service. I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know if it's service or the router, but I'll figure that thing out later. So I went back to my original wireless. It's an N router, just N. It has no AC capability in it. It's just a regular N router. But it's working fine so far. Most of the stuff I have in here is hardwired into it. So it's got gigabit out. So it's still got the performance in it built in. Eventually, I'm going to upgrade to a AC router because there's still stuff in this house that runs off Wi-Fi. So, you know, I'm going to go make that step sooner or later. Next to that, I got one of 3 Echo that I can, you know, spit out voice command to turn off the lights in another room or do whatever what I need to do from here. So that's, like I said, is my another Echo. Now what you're looking at here is 2 more set of hubs that I have that's controlling my smart home devices. This is the ARLO camera hub that controls all the cameras, which are the wireless cameras made by NETGEAR. And over here is my security system hub. And this is made by ABODE, which I will put all the links to all these devices in my, notes. So yeah, so this, like I said, controls all my security system stuff. This is camera stuff. They all tied in to work together along with the Wink hub. And I have a old-fashioned NETGEAR switch where everybody's tied into. So even though the router is on the other side of the room, it's wired back over here to feed into these devices. And of course, this is regular old charter modem. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to highlight the hubs that control the devices in my smart home setup. And I just wanted to introduce them so you'll know what kind of systems I'm using. And if you use these, shouldn't have any problem. Like I said, they all pretty much gel together. No issue. Everybody is in one big happy family here. So the next thing I might add sooner or later is the Philips Hue light system, which I like the color changing effect of that. So I'll probably do that for probably the bedroom, living room. Like I'm in the bedroom, I might want a different light mood. Or I'm watching TV in the living room area, I want a different light mood for that. But that's pretty much where it's going to stop right there. I wouldn't want to worry about the light color inside the bathroom or anything like that. That's fine. So, like I said, that's going to be it for this video. Chapter 2. The next video, I'm just going to feature all the other devices that's connected to these hubs. And eventually get to that point, like I said, where I show all this work together. I probably demonstrate a couple of my commands that I use. But the next thing, like I said, the next video should highlight some other devices that I'm using in the smart home. So once again, stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video. You know what to do. Rich of All, signing off.